I surpassed 20 million bounty, and with that, I unlocked the title Emperor of the Ocean. And I'm getting closer and closer to 30 million. Bounty needed to unlock one of the rarest titles of all, Pirate King. However, it's not just me who's after this title, and I'll explain. Recently, I released the On Cactus flag to everyone who wants to create a crew and be part of it. And now, thousands of players are part of On Cactus, and many of them still have 2.5 million bounty. And they also dream of being king of the pirates. But there's one problem they all have in common.
Man, I always lose my observation hockey and go F.
When you lose your observation hockey and PvP, that's all the opponent needs to apply a combo and take your bounty. It makes sense.
It doesn't matter. The bazooka is useless. I'll never make it as a pirate king.
The bazooka is a CIA-1 weapon. It's legendary, but in my opinion, it's a meme. It's really worthless.
As long as I don't have a good weapon, I won't be able to raise my bounty.
It's more than true. And to confirm it for you, I've brought a pro player with the Kit Kat title. This is one of the rarest titles of all on Blox Fruits. Only those who defeat Kit Game, one of the biggest YouTubers in the United States, can achieve this title. He also has the legendary ADM sword, true triple hero. The one I showed you, that is completely overpowered, but that's why he's here.
Lucone, to increase bounty, you really need a good weapon. And a mastered one too. The three best are Kabusha, Rifle Acid, and Soul Getter.
So that's why my bounty is so low, man. I don't have those weapons yet.
Samuka, as you can see, has only 2.5 million bounty, and he doesn't have those great PvP weapons yet. But that's exactly why I have my secondary beginner account. And it's with it that I'm going to explain how you get all these weapons, because my account doesn't have any of them. The first place, Marsola, is Remote Island, located in the remote corners of CIA-2, and you'll have to talk to the strongest god, this NPC here wearing Usopp's hat. You'll talk to him and he'll charge you 1,500 fragments for this weapon. Obviously I paid, and the Kabusha is nothing more or less than a giant slingshot, and its maximum mastery is 250. And if you don't have the fragments, just come here to the raid lab and do a few raids to collect fragments. My tip for you is to swap out those crappy fruits for fragments. We have to raise their mastery, and I recommend that to increase weapon mastery, you reset your status and put points into weapons. I'm going to put as many points as possible into weapons, defense, and what's left I'm going to put in melee. And now I'm going to defeat some NPCs with this giant slingshot, but obviously since I'm your friend, I'll be back with the mastered Kabusha an hour later. And now that my Kabusha is mastered, I'm going to show you its skills using my weapons Haki, and Marsola will be our test player. Are you ready, Sailor?
I think so, Captain.
Let's start with Z. It's good that your target is always at a long distance. We start by setting everything on fire, and if your opponent walks through that fire, he slows down. He'll also lose his observation hockey, but X is my favorite, for him to apply a combo with his fighting style. You can aim the X and throw your enemy away, and while he's being bugged, dragged on the ground, you can still hit other skills with your fruit or with your fighting style, right, Marsola?
Yes, even a weapon used a lot for support.
The Kabucha is certainly CIA-2's best weapon. The next most powerful weapon is the Asp rifle, and you can get it here at the factory. And right at that second, the factory will open. And I'm ready to destroy that factory with my TTK. And to destroy the factory, I'm going to use the Buddha fruit. Buddha clicker. I didn't want to say it, but the factory is the best way, guys. The only problem with the sword click is that it goes a little forward. But the damage is absurd, and you know it. Look at that, man. I've already gave 50,000 damage. Oh my god. And there's a very high chance of dropping the acid rifle here. So if you're a bit lucky, you'll get it. I hope I get it. Yes, I did. I dropped the acid rifle as you can see, and I also got a smoke fruit. I wasn't so lucky with the fruit, huh? Maybe the Isles will give me a better one. Or maybe not. I got it, the acid rifle. To master it, it only takes 200 masteries. That'll be quick. Now that the acid rifle has 219 mastery, I've unlocked its 2 skills, and I'm going to show you something very curious. If I use X while the mouse is stopped, I just cast a smoke screen. It's causing 2,155 damage. Now, a cactus. Go to Archer's side. Now I'm going to use the X with the mouse in little shakes. And I've created a big smoke screen. And this is extremely useful when more than one person is coming at you. And the Z is very useful when your opponent is already here with their observation broken. Because it stops your opponent, Archer will show you a combo of Rumble, Rifle Acid, and God Human. Get inside, Archer! That's right, it's extremely satisfying. And the enemy is completely low on life when he's caught in this combo, but there's an even more powerful weapon than the Rifle Acid. And it's the... To get the soul guitar, you need to come to the haunted castle and talk to this gravestone while the moon is full. The whole quest, you have to do it while the moon is full. My prayers have been answered. Would you like to play a game? Yes, this game is a puzzle, and I'm going to explain how to do it. The first part of this puzzle is to defeat the zombies. The tricky part is that you have to defeat all the zombies at once. But I have a technique for that. Using the Buddha and a sword of your choice. I use my hockey and see the location of all the zombies, and now I attack each one. And after I've gotten everyone's attention, they'll come towards me. This is where it gets tricky. They're all here. I have to gather them all in one place. It's a bit tricky because, well, they stand still. I attack 3. 1 more, 2 here. Okay, 1 little chip now because there's one who's already in low life. You see, this time I didn't manage to defeat all the zombies in one go, so I'll have to wait for them all to be born before I try again. And now we use the skills, and we beat them all in one go. Now that we've defeated them, we have to go back to the headstones. Exactly, and we're going to play a game. We have to use the little board to point out which side has the most headstones. For example, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. By clicking on the sign, you can see that it has more headstones. Here, over here, and here. This is it then. Here there are more than the other side. That's it. We finished the other game. Now we have to get in the haunted castle and talk to an NPC. When you enter the castle, you just have to go to the upper room. The NPC will be located in this room here. His door opens and closes and he's a ghost. I'm going to talk to the ghost lord. And now I'm going to have to do another puzzle because the ghost has gone upstairs. In the next room, you'll have this trophy scene here. When you get here, you have to take a screenshot and write down the position of these trophies. You'll go down to the sea castle and you'll have to place this table according to the position of the trophies. My first one was horizontal. The second one didn't exist. It didn't exist here either. Horizontal, vertical, and it didn't exist. Horizontal and it didn't exist. And horizontal. Once you finish this puzzle, you come to the last one. Place the colors of the tiles, and I'm going to tell you the colors, so keep up. The first 2 are black. The third, red, blue, black, green, black, red, black. And the last one, blue. Congratulations, I managed to complete all the mini games. And now I can talk to this invisible NPC. And he said that in order for me to get the soul guitar, I have to pay 500 bones that drop right here in the sea castle, 250 ectoplasms, and a dark fragment that drops from Blackbeard, and 5,000 fragments, and I'm obviously going to buy it. And now I have the famous soul guitar. Doing pretty much all these puzzles for the first time. The guitar of guitars, the hardest one to get. After getting the soul guitar, you must master it. As soon as you get past mastery 300, come and talk to the blacksmith. All these are powerful, guys. By talking to him, we can upgrade our soul guitar. This increases its damage by 6%. It's a bit tricky because you need to defeat a Blackbeard. It took us hours to find one, but we did. And do you know what a soul guitar with a star means? It means we can come to Tick Outpost to enchant this weapon. And I've separated 3 mythical scrolls to enchant with the weirdo. But today, I'm confident that I'll get the better of him. Let's enchant the soul guitar in mythical scrolls. It has no enchantment, and I have 3 chances to make soul guitar the most powerful weapon in Blox Fruit. Elemental 3, Fortune 2, Piercing 4, and Strong Grip. Whoa, my god! Guys, this soul guitar is absurd. It's absurdly strong. As you can see, I don't have any weapon points. Only sword, defense, and melee. But the Strong Grip enchantment adds 60% of the total weapon points, which means I'll give absurd damage even though I don't have any weapon points. Check it out. Guys, everyone knows this is cheated. 1,400 damage and Marcola has 29 million bounty. His defense is absurd. And the unique thing about Soul Guitar is that it can be combined with absolutely anything. It's the best weapon in Blox Fruits. And now you know how to get it. So share this video with your friends so that everyone has Soul Guitar. Marcola, do we have any vacancies at On Cactus?
Of course we do, Captain.
And who can be recruited?
Everyone who subscribes to the channel.
That's right. If you haven't signed up yet, do it now. A big hug from Lucon. God bless you. Bye.